Hi, welcome to my channel U24 Healings. Prishali with you, your spiritual healer, occultist, and a psychic medium. Today I'm going to talk about the Jupiter retrograde motion 2020. Jupiter is retrograding 3 degrees Capricorn backwards towards Sagittarius. It will move in slower position wherein we see the effect is going to happen moving at 0 degrees in Uttarashada Nakshatra, then following to Purva Ashada in the fourth pada, then moving to third pada, and then back from third pada to fourth pada, moving back towards Uttarashada in Capricorn. All this will happen in different stages, various stages. I'll be explaining you the energy month wise, so it's easy to understand that how it's going to affect us. Firstly, once Jupiter moves into Sagittarius, which is around the end of July, we are also going to experience two eclipses in the month of June. The first one falling on 5th of June, which is a lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Then on 21st June, we have a solar eclipse in Gemini. Then again on 5th of July, we have a lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. So these energy shifts are definitely going to affect us at various levels in our lives. Okay. I will be making individual videos for the eclipses separately. In this video, we are just going to talk about the Jupiter's movement and its effect on us. Jupiter's progression will happen on 3rd of September. As it moves ahead, it will not go to, as in it will not complete its journey entirely in Purva Ashada and enter Moola Nakshatra. And that's how we are somehow gonna get saved to complete all our tasks, all the unfinished activities which we had started back in the last quarter of 2019 when Jupiter had entered Sagittarius, right? So there is no need to fear where that we are wondering whether Jupiter will give this similar kind of effects, because the whole world has seen the coronavirus and its side effects. So it's not going to be the situation like that, because by then Ketu has moved in quite a lot away from the Moola Nakshatra in Sagittarius to mark its journey ahead in the Scorpio constellation. And we are going to see all various energy shifts, because Neptune is also going to get retrograde on 22nd of June and followed by Uranus retrograde in August, right? So a lot of energy shifts are happening, and this is all for the mass awakening for people, because Uranus, the number 4, is also a sudden awakening or sudden shocking sort of a things. So expect the unexpected during this transit, and also stay balanced is what I would like to say to each and everyone who is watching this. It doesn't mean that if eclipses are happening in certain sign it doesn't affect us. It does affect us at various degrees, like I mentioned. And Sagittarius specifically having the lunar eclipse, right, will definitely start new energies, shifts in the energies. All of that is happening in Sagittarius. Okay, so this was about the overall update, and definitely this return of Sagittarius, in the sense having the Jupiter return in Sagittarius, is definitely going to be a game changer. It's going to be giving more action and power to each one of us at certain level in their life. So each of the sign that has been affected by the whole situation for the last 6 months or so, they are going to get strength in certain area of their life to complete the whole work which they had started and they couldn't complete it because of the situations. So this was the update for the Jupiter motion of the entire next coming 3-4 months. And now I'm going to be moving towards my tarot card messages for each zodiac sign. So let's begin with Aries. And Aries, this transit is going to be happening in your 9th house. Okay, I'm going to be referring my notes, because just to stay in tune with all the energy updates so that I don't miss out on any points. So bear with me, and let's talk about Aries. I'm going to be taking 4 cards for each sign, right? And that's how we're going to find out how this energy shift is going to be affecting you, right? So let's just take 4 cards for Aries, and I'm going to be showing you the cards as well. Right, so Aries looks like you are so tempted to move ahead, okay, but you are restricted, right? And you want to finish certain businesses which you had started, but you are not able to complete it. But don't worry, this energy shift is going to bring in new ways where you could complete the task at hand which you had taken. So don't be too much into the conflict mode, because that is not dissolution. Some of you expecting to get married or considering marriage proposal, this is the time to lock it, because this is a soulmate, a partner coming in your life for the betterment, for the long term. And this could lead to marriage, this could lead to commitment, and this could lead to long-term relationship. So Aries, good luck, and this is a good time, and make the best use since your friendly planet is coming in your sign. Okay, so that is for Aries. Now I'll be moving to Taurus. Taurus, this transit is going to be happening in your 8th house. So firstly is you have to take care of your health, avoid long distance traveling, and also you need to take care of your diet, and you need to take care of your digestive system issues. I think you guys should have a home cooked meal, and also have fresh water, in the sense water should be from a well brand that you must be taking, and also filtered water, because that is very important. Otherwise you might get into a lot of health issues, especially the gastro. So take care of your solar plexus chakra and get into chakra healing, because that will help a lot for the balancing Taurus. So let's take some messages. That was some quick remedies for Taurus actually. So let's just see some messages for Taurus. Yeah, you are worrying a lot about finance. I see a lot of fear. Okay, so but I think this fear cycle is over, Taurus. Okay, um, reason being is like, yes, this is the justice card. Okay, so the justice has been served. So one thing what I'm getting intuitively to tell you is, Taurus, basically there could be some new source of income coming out of the blue, or you are trying something new. Maybe you are getting some abundance energy from your family's wealth, some ancestral wealth or properties or inheritance, some gift coming from your parents' side. If you're married, then something coming from your better half, your soulmate, or your spouse. Okay, so that's the energy that I see for Taurus. Now let's move to Gemini. Gemini, this is happening in your 7th house, in the house of partnerships and marriages and romantic relationship, business relationship, and where you are going to be given opportunities to expand the horizon, to lead to new ways. Okay, and to rework your partnerships which may have been disturbed for the past couple of months or even a year or so, because that's how we see, because even the Rahu has moved out the other nakshatra. Yeah, so a lot of balancing is required, and that's what you're going to do. And you're also going to make some new partnerships here, some new business opportunities, work opportunities coming in, or some of you could also be offering jobs to people and who desperately need it. So if you are planning to expand the business, this is the good time for you, Gemini. And yes, the wait is over. The financial abundance energy is coming. The foundation, this will lead to making solid foundation for yourself, right? So encash this energy into solid money, and you could be seeing some opening some new doors for yourself, Gemini. So that's what I see for you. Now I'm going to move on to my next sign, which is Cancer. um, Cancer, a slightly tough time. That's because this transit is going to happen in your 6th house. So be careful about somebody's, unjustified moves or any hidden moves, or they want to, um, just take a little bit hide and seek kind of actions against you. So be careful and take everything with a pinch of salt. Yeah, so some kind of major judgment is also happening in your life, and something that you are awaiting, if you are doing a legal case or going through some kind of, yeah, I got these cards here, see. yeah, I just spoke about the legal case and the card is here. So do not fear all the confusion, everything, all the scandalous activities are going to be out and you will be given what you deserve, right? So if this is about money, if this is about divorce, if this is about some sort of separation, legal separation, even though if it's with partners or something, so a justifying situation is coming for you, Cancer, and I think you should look out for that, and this is going to give you a peace of mind because um, having Ketu also in the 6th house in the Mul Nakshatra has given you enough troubles. So things are going to be okay. So keep up the good energy and keep meditating. You could even do some Reiki to win over these legal cases, and that will help. Okay. So moving on to my next sign, which is Leo. Leo, this is happening in your 5th house, and this is more to do with your own energy, your subconscious energy, how you become creative with this energy. You'd like to expand, you'd like to even go further ahead for education if some of you are considering foreign education. So all that is happening. Okay, so family, wealth, foundations, money, all is happening, right? So this is working in your favor. You don't need to fear, so avoid the subconscious fear. Okay, and some of you, yeah, would like to maybe start some new source of income, or you want to learn something that will give you more money, and that could be related to something with shipping, logistics, agriculture, water, liquid related products. So all that is happening for you, Leo, and this is an expansion energy, so use this energy pretty wisely and take the most advantage because this is a favorable position. Do not fear the Ketu over there, but still you need to take care of your health, especially if you're feeling very low on energy and fear. And so advise to take morning walks and also sun meditation. That will help a lot. Okay. Now I'm moving to my next sign, which is Virgo. This transit is going to be happening in your 4th house, and 4th house energy is more to do with your motherland, with your mother and immediate home environments. So Virgo, I think a lot of stress has been there in your family regarding somebody walking away or something you have lost. Maybe if you were considering marriage proposals and they have not worked out and you feel very sad, so don't need to restrict yourself too much because the energy shift is happening. Okay, and let's see what all is there because I need to take some more cards for Virgo. Yeah, I see this, you guys are like so much scared. My god, I can see this devil energy. So I think you need to do some cleansing of your space. So burn some camphor, burn some sage, do some lemon spray, do some sound bath for your home, like clearing, singing bowls. Okay, because and some of you might even need to maybe reconstruct the house or do some renovations, some painting work, some decoration. So lift the energy of the house because the vibrations are low at the moment, and that's why we need this balancing. Okay, so that is for Virgo. Now I'm gonna move ahead with my next sign, Libra. Okay, so Libra, this is going to happen in your 3rd house. So 3rd house is all about your actions, your adventures, your journeys, your siblings, your inner desires, like the risks that you want to take. So all this is coming into an expansion energy. So I think most of you who failed at certain attempts, this is a second chance. Okay, this is like a throwback, and you can just go back and fix up all those things that you wanted to do, you wanted to experience, and you wanted to show to especially your people. So this is a chance, and definitely you should use this energy at the most optimum level for the benefits and success, right? So being confident is most important, and that's where is going to lead you to your success. Yes, so celebration time, meeting with your friends. So the confusion is over. So this is 7 of Cups, the energy of Ketu. So this is not where you need to focus. You need to focus on the gains. You need to focus. Okay, I'm getting a lot of Justice cards again. So this period is promising. Go out, socialize. Maybe you were too much into your own self, right? Too much thinking negative or isolation, or just being, very critical about every situation, or criticizing. So that sort of energy was there. So lift up that energy, and even don't be in any sort of low vibrational energy like your anxiety or something. That's not going to serve any purpose. The strength is coming. Okay, your power, your inner power is rising, and that's where you have to look at, Libra. And I hope that helps a lot to all those who wanted to hear this. If you're new to this channel, please do subscribe, hit the bell notification so you are updated on the new videos that I put up on this channel, and then we can communicate and talk more. Also do comment if there's any specific energies you want to have been checked, like you want me to make some videos, so let me know that. Okay, now I'm going to move to my next sign, which is Scorpio. Scorpio, this is going to affect in your second house, wealth and money, family, relationships, career, and a lot more to do in your family and extended relations like your relatives. So let's see what's coming up for you. First thing is like, okay, it's like a proposal, right? A proposal is coming. So some of you looking for marriage proposal, getting married, or wanting to confirm their relationship, yes, this is a good time. And yes, I see some of you could be moving regarding jobs. A cycle has completed, so this could be love relationship seeing a completion, like, or this could be a job, like you are tired at certain jobs, so you're moving for new opportunities because you handled a lot for the past couple of months, right? And that's the reason there is a change that is coming. Okay, and this is a prosperous change, this is a progressive change, this will lead to new openings, right? So keep the energy flow moving, don't stay stuck. That's what I would like to say to Scorpio. Okay, now let's move ahead to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, good news. Sagittarius, good news, because Jupiter is coming back, and the difference is going to be quite a lot between Ketu and Jupiter. It's not going to be the similar situation as it was in November. Okay, so this energy effect is going to be different from what we saw from November, December, January, February until March end. So only concern is to watch out on your health, especially your digestive health and solar plexus. So do some chakras and meditations. Okay, and though the degrees are less between Jupiter and Ketu, but I feel this is not the same situation because Saturn retrograde is there, and so the difference is that you are going to get a chance because Jupiter's retrograde position stops in Purva Ashara, the third pada. It doesn't go further than that, so no need to worry. You can sit back and relax because this energy is a helpful energy. Wow, I have an Ace of Cups. So some of you, okay, getting married all of a sudden, or a sudden proposal out of the blue, something which you thought was not working or didn't work, suddenly the offer is coming. I'm getting an intuition this could also be money. Okay, this could also be, yeah, this is the money juggling, or maybe a support and some balancing required. So this is great, and yes, rewards time. Okay, so Sagittarius, I think you should open up to this opportunity and not keep yourself shut and close just because some things had not worked in your favor earlier. So it doesn't mean all the time it would be the same case. No, it wouldn't be, because this Ace of Cup is here. Okay, so that's quite a lot of good luck for you, Sagittarius. That's what I feel. All right, so now let me move to my next sign, Capricorn. Alright, Capricorn, this is going to happen in your 12th house, so precautious, expenses on the rise, and if at all travel plans, then put it on hold. Even though you may be tempted a lot, but keep it on hold, that will be more better. And take care of expenses, because there would be a sudden expenses ringing at you, okay? So be very, very careful. If some of you are planning a PR or something, then keep cross check every single detail about your file, okay? Because you might end up otherwise spending where it's not required to spend. And yeah, so a lot of inner strength required to face this situation, but you are supported, okay? You are supported definitely, because somewhere, right, we know that Saturn is in the Uttarashada nakshatra, which is ruled by Sun. So somewhere you are still being protected, because see, this is strength card, this is number 8, okay? So don't fear. Even though this transit is happening in the 12th house, you will sail through it, okay? So it's okay, you don't have to like worry. Just take care of your expenses. If it's absolutely required to spend, then you can spend, otherwise you can curb those expenses, okay? So now I move to Aquarius, and this is happening in your 11th house. This is more to do with your benefits, your relations with your senior officials, friends, and extended relatives. It could be, you know, your senior officials at work, like I mentioned. So this is about the receiving time for you, Aquarius, okay? And having the retrograde of Uranus is also going to give you some out of the blue benefits, okay? And that's what we are also seeing. Yeah, the money is coming, lots of benefits are coming your way. Wow, I have another card, Sun, okay? So specifically Aquarius, those who are ruled by number 4, they could be seeing better fortune for themselves, because see, I have 2 4s here, 4 4, okay? So this is a angel number 4 4, and this is more to do with money. So I think good time, blessed to have received so much money. Keep it restoring, do some well calculated investments and savings for yourself, because that's what is going to help you throughout the last couple of months for 2020. So it's good time for Aquarius. Now we look at the last sign, that's the Pisces, and that's happening in your 10th house. All right, so Pisces, when Jupiter goes retrograde, and we also having Neptune retrograde, and we also having Uranus retrograde, so it's like, you know, you just have to be aware about the energies that are affecting you, okay? And this is going to be in your 10th house. So your patience, your strength, your capabilities to, you know, take on the pressure at work will be tested. That's what I genuinely feel. Though you're feeling too tired probably at work, or maybe you feel that you were not recognized, like as in your efforts were not recognized, okay? That's what I have, the devil got here. So it's okay, let go. Don't sit and overthink. You may be even thinking that what will happen to me, and you're too conscious about the surrounding. But I think you should look at your own cup. You see, you look at your own abundance, you look at what you are getting from the universe, right? And that's how it will help you to stay focused, to stay balanced, and you are also going to move ahead in your career with a pay hike or a designation, or something good is coming your way, okay? So don't worry, that's for the zodiac signs. I've completed all the 12 signs. So I hope you guys have liked this video, and this has helped somewhere. You know, I try to make the video in the most simplified way, not to get complicated, and to have simple understanding about the energy shifts. I don't like to use too much jargons, okay, like the Vedic astrology has. I like to make it very simple, easy to understand, easy to follow. Now, overall remedy for everybody in general, please use more of yellow color to increase the positivity. And you can also listen to Venkatesh Suprabhatam on Thursdays, Once the lockdown is over, you can donate anything in yellow color to your nearest temple. You can do some puja part and havan. You can do some mantra chanting, especially the Guru Bij mantra. This will help a lot to restore and balance your Jupiter energy within you. Okay, you need to always keep your aura clean and positive with positive thoughts. Okay, as you are thinking, so are you creating a vibration around you. If you think positive, positivity will be around you. Okay, so I wish you good luck for this transit, and I will see you soon with my next video. So keep in touch, stay subscribed on this channel, share it with your friends and family, and thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye bye.